Hola amigos, hoy empieza Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, Konami, Kojima Productions. Platinum Games, patrocinador de Bayonetta y Anarchy Reigns, Havoc. Se complace en presentarles, junto con Cryware, al mismo Dolby Digital. Perdón, es perfecto. Bien amigos, hoy empieza Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. La guerra continúa y brevemente Raiden necesita rescatar a todos esos niños callejeros. Vamos en este nivel. Este juego tiene la opción de guardar automáticamente. Por favor no salga del juego, no apague el sistema mientras el indicador de guardar está en pantalla. Amigos, nos quedamos en el modo historia. Aquí es donde nos vamos a quedar contra los cocodrilos negros, se llaman, como la leyenda urbana.
Boys, we've got kids being held inside this lab. I'm getting them out of there.
Copy that.
Copy that.
I will discuss with NGO what to do with them afterward.
What are you thinking?
¿Y tú qué crees?
Well, this is difficult. I imagine these are homeless children, taken from streets. Likely they have no home to return to, but we cannot dump them back on streets. We could look for adoptions in the US, but some of these kids may be criminals. Could be drug addicts, HIV positive, not so easy to find homes.
Yeah, wasn't easy for me either. The guys at the relief center were always worried I'd cause problems for my foster family.
The alternative is putting them in an institution until they grow up, but this has issues as well. Most are already past capacity. Taking on this many street kids at one time would be impossible. Also, it's a matter of fairness. Is it fair to take in these kids here when millions more are dying? I imagine this is why rescue was not part of our contracted mission. The human rights NGOs, they know they can't rescue them all. They must take a wide view and confront the problem of traffickers, not their victims.
Well, we can't just sit here and let them pull kids to pieces.
On this, we agree. For now, rescue the children. We'll worry about the fallout later.
Copy that. Miss Trawl mentioned someone from her past. Any idea who that could have been?
None. I checked her file again, couldn't find a thing. Definitely not Dolzaev. Probably not Sundowner either.
No. The way she put it, it didn't sound like anyone I've encountered so far. Maybe someone involved in backing Desperado.
If so, sounds like they're providing more than just financing. Maybe they share the same philosophy.
That'd be bad. People willing to die for their leaders aren't so easy to predict.
Yeah, but other than the wins, Desperado's cyborgs are all just hired contractors. They're probably emotion suppressed with nanos or drugs or whatever, but that's about it.
You're probably right.
Bueno, por ahora hablamos con Boris y Kevin. Y ahora vamos con Doctor, que es el que falta.
So these self-repair units and the other cyborgs, they mean they can heal themselves at any time?
Indeed. It is typically a slow process, not much faster than a regular human body heals a wound.
And you didn't think it was a good idea to give me one of these things?
Certainly not. We removed all extraneous options in your case to maximize power and speed, you know.
Healing wounds is extraneous?
Your ability to absorb the nanopaste agent is far more efficient, Raiden. With it, your wounds heal almost instantly.
I know, but...
And the standard repair unit, once depleted, is nothing but an empty shell inside you. Dead weight.
I get that, Doc, but it also means I need to constantly be grabbing them out of enemies.
No, it doesn't. Don't be silly. Simply avoid taking damage and you will be fine.
Yeah, simple.
Ok amigos, vamos a rescatar a esos pobres huérfanos.
Activity ahead. It is possible they are conducting test operations while the lab is closed.
They're not going to make it easy to get into that lab. Is there some way you could sneak past? It's a box. How's that going to help? Oh, it's for medical supplies. That could work, actually.
Ah, me descubrieron. Perdón. Oh shit. Creo que no la. Creo que es verdad que no me esperaba. Oh, oh. Oh shit. Oh shit. No, le acaba todo sus pedazos de limón. Oh shit. Esto es lo que no me esperaba. Y ya me he quedado. Oh, esto es un pedazo de...
We intercepted call for backup during your last fight. The caller's position is on your soliton radar. You can engage if you wish. It is your choice.
Raiden, I have determined the approximate location of the lab based on the boy's information. It is marked on your soliton radar.
Ay, por poco me descubre el maldito monstruo. Oh, shit. Necesito ser sigiloso. Oh, fuck. Ay. Necesito ser sigiloso aquí. Perdonen.
Raiden, I have discovered the entrance to the lab. Sending coordinates to your soliton radar.
Tómala. Ahora sí, ataque sigiloso. ¡Oh! ¡Otro más! Puedo ser rápido. Tómala. Sigilo instantáneo. Dos sigilos. Ah, no, otra vez. Esto no va a acabar hasta que acabe con el jefe. O más bien hasta que no acabe con el robot. Sorprendió. Aquí debo concentrarme. Estos robots. Oh. Caray. Oh, que la canción no puedo atacar sigilosamente. Estoy siendo observado aquí en esta misión y no voy a complicarla. Oh, esto no va a estar nada fácil. Otra caja de cartón van dos. Ay, boboco.
This would appear to be the UG maintenance area. You should find a terminal there. Something they use to upload mission parameters to the UGs.
And something I can use to access the lab's main server?
Perhaps. But first you need to take a dump.
Wait, what?
A dump? A digital
Dispositivo
optical
armado con
output
salida
mounted
digital
proxy.
óptica.
You'll need one to interface with the terminal. Most any UG should suffice. A tripod or the like.
I'll see what I can come up with. How do I use it?
Simply connect to it. You should be able to use your communications outlet to control the proxy UG.
All right, let's give it a shot.
Ay, para evitar ser visto necesito un ataque sigiloso. Toma.
Right. I thought you said stealth ops were your specialty.
Raiden. No puede ser.
Raiden, if they continue to increase security, they may shut out all outside network connections. Please do your best to avoid being seen.
¿Qué hay aquí? Esto no me gusta. Esta escena está bien tétrica. Cerebros de niños y otras personas. No manches, son cerebros. Dios, mi madre. No, es posible. Ya me vieron. Esto parece una película de horror con ciencia ficción. No manches.
But that room, those were cyborg brain casings.
Da, we saw.
George said they were harvesting organs from kids.
Yes, this must be why they are trafficking children. Perhaps other organs are being sold elsewhere, but they are definitely taking the brains.
Jesus, are they making these kids into cyborgs?
Wait, the cyborgs you've been fighting, did they seem like they might be kids? You said earlier that child soldiers have a telltale approach to combat.
Yeah, but I didn't see it here. Those weren't kids.
So, what? Desperados just doing the surgeries there?
We've got to do something about all those brains. And the other kids George was talking about. He just escaped a few hours ago. They couldn't have taken all their brains out that fast.
True. There could still be a bunch of kids they haven't touched yet.
I better move.
Esto no luce nada bien. Vamos a ver qué tal funcionan estas cositas.
Splendid! It is all ours. Now, use it to locate a data input terminal.
These guys are pretty jumpy now. Any funny business, and they might just open fire.
Try latching onto Cyborg's heads from behind. Then, an electric shock should knock them unconscious.
Perdonen. Ah, ya sé dónde es, sin un solo rasguño. Oh, creen un solo daño. ¿Y ahora qué sigue?
That terminal is most likely designed to download mission data and such into the UGs. Let's try using it to access the lab server.
Ándale, hizo un solo rasguño.
Raiden, I found something. In one of the Sentry Cyborg's visual logs. Guess who shows up?
Patch it through.
Right away.
Ay, no puede ser.
Here's what you do, Hank.
Sundowner y el científico.
The Sears program?
Same one old Georgie boy used on the kids in Liberia. Of course, it's right straight to the brain. Feels as real as anything else.
Your work is astonishing.
And your work is light. We need this shit before our cover is blown. We got some assholes snooping around.
We just do not have the full quantity yet. Each brain has its own unique requirements. It's not like we can just pop them out with an ice cream scoop.
All right.
Make your point. Oh, thank you for understanding.
Say what you have now, and I'll destroy any unharvested inventory.
Yeah? But have you any idea what they cost?
Last I checked, paper children weren't exactly rare in part of the world. Millions of them, in fact. You can get more once we set up a new lab. They lead lives of hunger and pain. We're performing a service here for them and the cities they burn.
But just gathering the donors requires a significant investment.
Yes, we'll get the money. Accounting will be.
Steven Armstrong, el maldito desgraciado.
Dispose of our inventory that we can confirm payment.
How we got here? I've got a full slate today. Tecumseh is a demanding mistress, and America has suffered long enough.
Oh, yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Let me see you out.
You see that, Kev? Money's killer.
Desperado's chief of operations goes by Sundowner, the Californian wildfire.
The kids.
Think we're too late?
Only one way to find out. George was still alive. Maybe the payment hasn't come through yet.
Maybe. But you heard what he said. They've already started some brains on VR training.
There must be more than just what I found here. What about the VIP in the suit?
I'll find out. You definitely seem familiar.
Right. I'm going after the kids.
Oh shit. Emparedado del cyborg. Espera un segundo, por aquí. Ah, aquí. Ahora vi un almacenamiento de datos. Tengo que buscarla. Ay, necesitaba ese cerebro. Eso voy a tener que agarrar más adelante, amigos, pero por ahora tranquilos. Oh, ya supe cómo. Luego subo otra vez, con más velocidad. Esperen. Fortaleza. No sé lo que está.
Bad news, Raiden. We can't find George.
What?
Maybe the coordinates you sent us were off?
No way. I merged the GPS location of our entry with all my movement data from that point on.
This is bad.
You think they got to him first?
I don't know. I'll have our guys sweep the area.
Thanks. I better keep moving. Got anything on George?
Not yet. I hope he's okay.
This is my fault. I could have stayed until someone came to pick him up.
Come on. Who knows what would have happened to the other kids in the meantime? Or even now, for that matter.
You're right. They're gonna be in even more danger soon enough. And there's a chance George is still safe. Somewhere.
Yeah. I'm sure he's fine.
I'd better move.
This bastard is blocking the way. Push that thing back.
Ándale. Y ya se transformó.
Get quick to fight them. Careful. It's all you battle now.
Oh, shit. Espérame. Oh, shit.
Right. I knew I'd seen that guy before. Steven Armstrong. As in Colorado Senator Steven Armstrong.
Joder,
They're
su
already
madre.
talking about him as a shoo-in for the nomination in 2020. And get this. 2 years ago, a federal grand jury investigated his ties to a certain private...
World Marshal. One of the biggest PMCs out there. I remember.
The biggest, ever since the Big Five split up. Not to mention the single largest investor in military cyborg R&D in the world. Guess that answers the question of who's backing Desperado.
Marshall and Desperado in bed together. Should make for some fun headlines.
Headlines? This is World Marshal and a U.S. Senator we're talking about. There won't be any headlines. Even without the Patriots filter, no major media outlet will investigate allegations like these. It'd be financial and political suicide.
So we just what? Sit back while they keep carving up kids? Stand aside while they build an army of cyborgs? You heard them. We shut down one lab, they build another. They're planning something big, Kev. We can't just wait for it to happen. We need to hit them first and hit them hard where it counts.
No, Raiden, no. I know what you're thinking, and just no. Colorado is in America, and America has these things called laws.
And law enforcement in Denver was privatized and farmed out to...
Marshall, yes, so what? There are still laws, and it's their headquarters, for Christ's sakes. You'd be heading right into the heart of a raging shitstorm.
I didn't say it would be easy. We'll figure it out once the kids are safe.
Jesus Christ. Kevin, out.
No manches. A ver si encontramos algo para terminar. No, nada. Entonces vamos corriendo. Corre por el boulevard. Esta canción se oye bien. Pegadiza. ¿Va a ser esta la conclusión? No lo sabemos. Otra caja. Una granada de electromagnética. Vamos, amigos, a terminar esto rápido. Sé que tarda un poco, pero para que no se aburran.
An artificial blood cryopreserver. They must have begun preparatory freezing.
What do you mean?
That device is filled with synthetic blood plasma. It can slow the metabolism of a harvested organ, circulating this plasma to sustain oxygen levels. You can preserve an arm, a brain, any body part for several hours.
So what are they freezing, and why?
I could not say. Perhaps they plan to sell off the organs of the children they were told to dispose of.
Unbelievable.
You had best hurry, Raiden.
Right.
Ah, misión desbloqueable. Amigos, esto es un poco tardado. Y aquí es la conclusión. Sí, vamos a ver la historia. Ahí está Georgie. ¿Qué?
Stop right there. George.
Raiden?
You've heard of chloroform? A potent anesthetic in smaller doses. But breathe too much of it? And adios, muchachos. Bring that glass, and I'll blow his brains out. Surrender. Or decide the needs of the many or the needs of the few.
Raiden, don't worry about me now.
Quiet, pendejo. Surrender. I won't ask again.
George, are you sure?
¿Estás seguro que?
I'm ready. Me life now so precious. Think, what if we can take this scunt to hell with me?
Cállate.
That's all I needed to hear.
Stop it! Now! I'll kill him, I swear!
¡Órale! Ahí va a cortarlo en pedazos. Pobre científico, hijo de su madre. Ándale. Hijo de su madre, lo rebanó entero. Pero George está salvo, de seguro. Aquí llegamos a la misión laboratorio, pero es una parte más larga, amigos. Tenemos un rango de B. Bueno, amigos, denle like, compártanlo y suscríbase con sus amigos. Si activaron la campanilla de notificaciones, bueno, en caso de que no la hayan activado, actívela para recibir más notificaciones de mis videos. Y si no están suscrito, suscríbanse para que vean mis videos. Compártanlo y denle like. Amigos, nos vemos en esta emisión en vivo unos cuantos momentos. Hasta entonces, se despide Ángel Negro Suicide.